really not an eloquent speaker at all. So please bear with this one. To follow those two, wow. They pretty much said all of it, so if there's anything left, I'll do the best I can. And I get so nervous. I don't know why. I know all of you. Okay, this is the best I could do. A lot like Dad. I think I feel a lot, but I just don't say it. Okay, today, as I stand here, I have a lot of emotions that are going on inside, from terribly sad to happy and joyful, to have all of you guys here, family and friends. But today mostly, I feel blessed. I feel blessed to have the best dad I could ever hope for. I'm going to talk just about how I felt about him and some of the things that were special to me and probably our family and friends. He was caring and kind. He was generous, strong, supportive, involved, active, intelligent. He was a loving dad. The love for his family was not dominating, it was cultivating. He knew how to grow a family through his love and his actions. And we saw that every day. His actions were stronger and louder than words, although some of the times that wasn't true. He could be pretty loud. He was full of honesty, integrity, his strength of character, and he had most of all a wonderful attitude and gratitude that resonates with me more than anything about my dad. Attitude and gratitude were shown to me after Mom so many times in the stories he would tell over and over again. But it was apparent that he loved his life and loved his family, and that meant everything to him. Some of the things that I'm going to share, just things that I loved about Dad. It's pretty simple, but as we got older and we would come to visit and we'd drive in the driveway, you know, on our vacations to Poppy's house, he would always be in the doorway and he'd welcome us with a big hug and wet-lipped kisses, which were always on the lips, and they were either coffee or onion or something. I just always remember that. But nonetheless, he always kissed us on the lips, and it was very sweet. He had a playful side when we were growing up. He would throw us in the pool nonstop. He would ride all the roller coasters with us when we were on trips to every theme park that we took in the on our camper vacations. I loved his dry sense of humor, his belly laughs, seeing his twinkling smile when we were growing up on Christmas Day. I think he just loved it as much as we did. And his robe and his slippers. It was wonderful when we came to visit, watching him share his stories with his son-in-laws on the patio over cigars and scotches, and the girls would be in slaving away over some big meal that he always appreciated, but nonetheless, I was a little jealous in those moments when the son-in-laws got more time with him than sometimes the girls got. But nonetheless, we loved seeing that relationship being grown. I love that he loved to read. I loved to watch him read when he'd sit at his spot at the end of the table in the family room and read, or in his two special chairs. I think that really kept him going and alert. I loved his chubby hands, which my son Matthias has very similar hands, so it will forever be a reminder of my dad's hands and holding them from the time I was this big to now. I loved when we would be driving in the car and he'd just reach over and just tap me on the knee and, "How you doing, Suzanne?" And it was just his little way of checking in, or maybe seeing if I had anything to say. I love that he gave us so many experiences in life. That meant so much to me, from all our vacations. He taught us how to snow ski, how to fish. We took rifle lessons. 3 girls, rifle lessons? But we did. Maybe he wanted one of us to be a hunter, and so far that has not happened. He sent us to Europe at the end of high school to share, I think, other cultures and people with us, and to teach us that there's more out there than just our little cosm of life. He taught us how to take risks, which has, I think, provided us a lot in life. You know, we weren't afraid to get out there and try to, other than speaking. Didn't teach me how to speak, but he taught us how to take some other risks in life, which I have appreciated, and a few of his sayings and quotes that I won't forget, which I think Joy and Robert both had mentioned in some of their comments, were, "Ah, hell, Suzanne," and it would be something else after that, but the "ah, hells" came out a lot. Excuse me, sorry. And "life is not fair," that was one of my favorites. I always remembered that, and I'm going to try and teach my 2 that life is not fair. Life is about learning from your experiences, and not everyone is going to have the same things, and to appreciate what you've been given. If you don't stop crying, I'll give you something to cry about. One of my all-time personal favorites. Apparently I cried a lot when I was young. No big deal. Learned that a lot of things in life are just no big deal. You can get past them. And the best thing you can do in life is to pick your parents, and boy, were we pretty smart in our selection. So I'm going to end with pretty much telling Dad, saying that you were just one amazing, awesome, awesome dad. I'm so blessed. You will always be loved by all of your family and friends. You'll never be forgotten. I hope you'll continue to watch over us and help us grow as people. With Mom in heaven, holding her hand, you will both be truly missed for a very long time. Knowing that I may live till I'm 85, maybe, I think that's probably one of my saddest moments, is to think that I won't see his smiling, chubby face for that long again. But I love you, Dad. Thank you for being you. And I want to end on a Wizard of Oz quote, because that was near and dear to my heart, that movie. "A heart is not judged by how much you love, but by how much you are loved." The Wizard. And we love you, Dad.